Nigel was that? Nice smile there.
Morning everyone, how you doing? And welcome back to another trade recap. So we had a profit split day, but unfortunately we weren't in the plus. But FTMO just continued the live account as it was. But we did get into the plus. If you look back at our trade recap on our secondary FTMO 100k challenge for a little kind of aggressive trade we took on our last day. So set up the trade copier and we got that back running again now as well. Yeah, we took a win yesterday. So this was on the live account. Yeah, it was a nice one, just under 4%. And then that obviously copied over to, oh, hang on a second. Yeah, so here's our current live account. So we did have a profit split, but then last one we didn't get. So March, April, no profit split. Just coming back up to break even again now. And yeah, the new FTMO challenge rollover. Took the first trade yesterday, so we've got until the 26th of May now. I don't know why this is still there. Go away. I think I took a screenshot of that. But yeah, 4% up on our FTMO challenge now, just under, which is nice. Nice start. But all that aside, let's jump onto the charts. Now, little butchers at why I took this trade. So, as per, I'm just going to mark the low of the 15-minute because this is the next day and things have changed. I.e., that nice purple bearish wicky kind of bit hadn't happened yet. That's a bit of GDP, what we got on New York session yesterday. I've got daily on there. Yeah, so I was actually pretty happy with this trade for changing my bias because this is from the markup during the day. And we did see, obviously daily, we're just demand range, flipping strong levels, supply, creating new demand range, demand swing structure, just everything's demand serving, yeah, going bullish. But I did notice that we were tapped into this very strong level of demand supply here, which is also stacked into a strong weekly level of supply. Yeah, so I was almost like looking for shorts, like counter trend shorts at the beginning of the day. But we are demand serving on the daily, and I can't really argue against that. So 4 hour, same detail. Get the point of interest up. Let me just actually hide that one. So yeah, 4 hour swing structure. This is bullish, and we've got like there was a real nice sweep mitigation, creating a range. Oh, I do need these up. That little bit of inducement there just got swept. See underneath? Swept, mitigated this wick here. Pushed on, wicked past this swing structure, but created a new demand range. So yeah, again, I'm seeing these wicks, right? And remember we were saying that it can be quite tricky to figure out the difference between are we sweeping liquidity or is this a breakout? You know what I mean? And usually I find if it's a sweep, then yeah, you're sweeping lots of liquidity to the left, which we kind of are, and we're mitigating something. But it's not a sweep until I see it break the demand. Okay, so this isn't a supply sweep to go short until we see it start breaking levels of demand. It's a breakout until that's the movie, isn't it? It's a breakout until proven otherwise. Really, demand is serving. Yeah. So as I said at the beginning of the day, I was like, oh, this could be a sweep. Let's start seeing if demand starts failing. but it doesn't at this time. So yeah, demand range order flow. We've been sweeping inducement and breaking long, flip this level of supply. At the end of the day, we're bullish, which is nice. So my time frame narrative, pro trend. We're not really coming from a point of interest that create a flip or anything. We're just pro trend. I'm just seeing this. If we are a pro trend and we're getting all this like cleared, checked off, then it's a great trade. Don't really have to go point of interest that created a flip. If we're pro trend, we can be more aggressive. This is definitely for more counter trend entries. So yeah, go 15-minute. Get rid of this badger now. So again, I'm like seeing this. This is our sweep. Yeah, this is our what created a new 4-hour and daily demand range. Flipped this level 4-hour here. And if we were coming down, tested demand, failed, and then broke, right? If this had gone, hang on a second, let me just get rid of the 4 hours. So this price action here, yeah, is the price action that created a new daily demand range, a new 4-hour demand range, and pushing long, creating new highs. Yeah. Now this came down, tested this demand, failed, which it did, but then broke, right? Then I would have been like, okay, this is a sweep. Okay, then we can start looking for supply levels to continue the sweep short. But it didn't. Came down, tested demand. Yeah, okay, failed. So demand failed to carry on following through. But it got tested again, and this extremity of this demand is holding. I was like, huh. So the demand that caused this new demand range on the higher time frame is holding. Yeah. And then this little bit here came down, got tested. Came up, got tested, failed again. So it's getting lots of opportunity to break levels of demand. Tested again, failed, tested, failed, and then actually got broken. Do mitigate some kind of interesting little supply order flow here, but I'm just seeing, look, we're serving on the daily, we're serving on the 4-hour, we're serving on the 15-minute. This is the last supply to demand range flip, and we're just back into this big demand range. And we've just broken this point of interest that's had ample opportunity to break demand serve and failed. Now demand has broken again. So yeah, I'm thinking we're pro trend, we're serving. That kind of is important, why I had a bigger stop loss. So we will cover this point of interest in a second. But for this one, this is our 15-minute that swept liquidity after tapping into this sweep, dropped all this inducement before breaking this level of supply. So it's going to come down, sweep this inducement. It's already got enough fuel, so it doesn't have to really go any lower to possibly create a new high. So 15-minute. Do we have flip inducement? Yes. Are we serving from a point of interest that created a 15-minute flip or above? And it's kind of got order flow as well. Like this is our supply to demand range flip. And again, remember what this is broken out of. New highs from daily and 4-hour. Okay, this is cost a lot of money. There's a lot of orders that's been push price long here, and they're holding. You know, so it's kind of got order flow, but then yeah, from this point of interest, has it swept liquidity? Yes. Oh, sorry. Caused a flip. Yeah, it's flipped this level of supply. That again, if it was going to be strong, would have broken this level of demand. It's held. Alright. You look a bit of that. Asian market. We never got the supply sweep, which I thought maybe could have happened and seen some breaks, but it kind of just came back down into the discount of the Asian market. And then this is where things got really, really nice. This is where I really took good attention to this point of interest, because we got such a lovely flip. And this is nice price action to mitigate here as well. Nice inducement before the break long. Yeah, good demand order flow. See where this badge is mitigating this. This is mitigating. Actually, 1 second. That's the one I wanted to cover. Yeah, there's a tiny little flip here, which could have been. Sometimes the Asian market, right? It would actually sweep the low of the Asian market, not just into discount. And that, see how that's like a flip with inducement to go off? And it's right below the Asian market. So I thought, if we don't, this is the Asian discount, right? But we could see price go sweep the low of the Asian market. And it was quite a nice point of interest. So I thought I had a slightly bigger stop loss, 3.5. I didn't need to go that big to cover the low of our actual entry point. But I wanted to cover a bit of this. See, that's why that's there. Get rid of that. Alright, you ready for this? This was just nice. Nice price action, good timing, about 8:30. No news. So supply coming down, got tested, failed, got tested, failed. This is a strong level of supply as well, because it's breaking some levels of demand. Got tested. It's going to continue. It's going to continue from here, but it's not. It's not. Bosh. Demand breaks to sink in with the daily, the 4 hour, the 15-minute trend now. Now in the 1 minute, supply has had so much chance and it's failing. And we've got a nice inducement before the flip. In fact, I always do this. Let's just mark up how I had it on the trade. Hello? What did I click there? Did I delete? Wally. There we go. Yeah, that's for management in a second. Because yeah, this is a pro trend trade, and I'm going to touch on management in a second. Oh no, I'll touch on it now. Trading, like, I've said this so many times, there's so many successful, profitable strategies out there on how to enter the market, alright? And the big part, especially psychologically wise, of trading is how do you manage a trade? Okay, like you saw in our last trade recap where I was more aggressive because it was just a challenge and I had to get into the plus. I risked 2%. I'm not comfortable with doing that on live accounts. Okay, but if you are, then sweet, go for it. You know, it's whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you can manage psychologically. Yeah, so it's how much you want to risk. How comfortable are you sitting in a trade? Could you sit in it for a week, a month, a couple of minutes? You know, how aggressive do you want to be in that manner? Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is your risk management and your trade management is where the money's made. Okay, and both those things you have to be comfortable with. Both those things, well, my risk management is just fixed. I know from a few years in this game now of like I'm happy with 1%. It's enough to really respect and make sure that every trade fits my edge. Try. And it's not too much that if I lose or if I make a couple of mistakes or whatever, or it's not enough to lose that I can allow probability to take full effect as well. So I'm really happy with 1%. 2 is too aggressive, 1.5 is too aggressive. Also, you got to allow for things like slippage and things like that. And anything less than that, like 0.5% or 0.25%, which I've traded before, I just don't respect enough. Maybe that will change when capital gets a bit higher. You know, you don't have to fix the one thing. Just be aware of what you're comfortable with. And yeah, same with management. So I do manage to trade a little bit differently because I take it at 1 to 4. And I've realised something about how I've touched on this a few times in previous trades, that I don't take profit. It's like once it goes past 1 to 4 and my broker allows me, I move my stop loss to the 1 to 4 and then try and let it ride. Yeah, so it's kind of like I'm stoked with 1 to 4, and to squeeze out that extra 1%, especially when I saw this V shape mitigation. This was mitigating stuff. I thought there's no difference between here and here, 1%, but it's right amongst this supply point of interest, and I was like, yeah, I don't have to squeeze and wait for this. 1 to 4 is great. I've moved my stop loss up, and then I still have my take profit set, I believe. But looking back at this, I was kind of thinking I might just do like trading stop loss. I might change my management to that form of trading. Basically, what I'm waffling about is my management isn't fixed in stone right now. It's adapting, but what is fixed in stone is 1 to 4s. And what I do after that, if I set take profits, I used to set take profits and just walk away from the computer because I didn't like watching the charts. I just used to be like, right, what will be. But now I've changed. I'm more comfortable looking at the charts. I learn more as to watching the trade go along, and seeing how price action reacts to certain points. Yeah, I feel really calm on the charts, which is actually something I say about this trade. Which, feeling really calm recently. It's been nice. Probably get into another video, but I swear it's down to really focusing, really focusing on optimizing my sleep, best foods, when do I eat the foods, the time of day of eating, training, saunas, ice baths. Like I've really gone to this extreme level in my eyes of being calm, because it's really helping my trading and my life, really. Anyway, fucking hell, love a waffle, huh? So we got this chock short, not very aggressive, but we've seen what we're mitigating. Chock long, and it was more the flip I was interested in. This was such a powerful flip. I thought, right, we're sending this. Got our inducement. That had already been tapped. Maybe it was that supply level I wanted to see go. I've actually forgotten now. Anyway, where the fuck's my there she is. Let's get this badger back up. So it was 3 minutes past 9 at 419. And yeah, remember I said I moved my stop loss up to cover up, but stop loss was 3.5. Excuse the dogs. So 0419. Stop loss was 3.5. Got filled a little bit higher than I planned. Hit market execute, I think, at like 415. Hope you can't hear the dogs there. And yeah, we're in. And then, yeah. Second, it went through here. Broker allowed me. Again, I was going for 1.4. I think it was 563 into my stop loss at. 563, yeah, it was 4. 1 to 4s. But yeah, when it came and took me out, I got taken out at 3.94, no big deal. At 0.561 at 9.34. 0.561, there you go. Stop loss 563, sorry, but it got taken out at 561 at 35, sorry. Oh yeah, I got taken out next minute. And you know what? I am fucking stoked I did that, because it never actually went to take profit. I had to take profit for 1 to 5 pro trend at 0.599, 0.599, and that would have been ruthless because it never tapped. Didn't actually watch this. I've now gone away to the beach, sunset walk, and I would have got taken out. So, you know, it made sense in my eyes to adapt my management, and very glad we did. Gotta evolve, man. Gotta keep evolving, test and adjust. 561, there she goes. So yeah, nice. I was happy with that. Pro trend trade. It's an aggressive pro trend trade from this 15-minute kind of structure, but it's pro trend, and it's also aggressive because we are, like, you know, we're coming from a and some markups. The extremities will cause the new 4-hour and daily demand range. Yep. Cause new 4-hour demand range flip. Yep. Yeah, supply had a chance to break after a big sweep but failed. Yep. Yeah, substructure flip with inducement, pro trend. Yeah, that is all sweet. I believe we have actually broken these levels of demand. Yeah, this was GDP in the New York. I'm not that keen on trading news release wicks, what I'm starting to see. So even though that is a sweep, mitigation and break level demand, yeah, I don't know, stay tuned, see if we play off this later on today. But yeah, that was the, did I have any high time frame notes then? Excuse me, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Yeah, pro trend. Yeah, that's swept, then pushed on to create a new high, new demand range. Swept that inducement, so happy that it's got fuel to keep going. Obviously not. I think that'd do. I think that'd do with the waffle. I really hope the waffles help. It helps me saying this stuff out loud, and whenever I watch trade recaps, I was always fascinated by people's psychology, why they took the trade and what they're thinking, because that's the important part. And yeah, I think maybe a little key point to take away from my waffle is adapt, test and adjust. Don't wander too far away from the edge, otherwise you might fall off. But keep the edge. But yeah, there's things with management. You know, watch your space. Be nice to. That is setting gold. I don't want to do all the hard work and pay myself anything less than 1 to 4, and it messes around with the probabilities I've set. But how we get to 1 to 4 and what we do after that is adaptable. Yeah. Alright, cool guys. Hope that helps, and I'll see you on the next trade. Take it easy. Have a good one. Bye.